Hello. Hi guys, happy Monday. Happy International Women's Day to all my ladies, all my queens, princesses, moms, wives, professional women, entrepreneurs. I just wanted to wish you all a happy International Women's Day. We celebrate womanhood today. We celebrate our gift of intuition. We celebrate our creativity. Today we celebrate our ability to multitask, our ability to take the bulls by the horn when we need to, our abilities to do great, powerful and mighty things, to lead as well. I know, of course, with the celebration of International Women's Day, a lot of it is to, this year, in fact, is to choose to challenge gender bias, choose to challenge violence against women, choose to challenge the things that limit us because we may be deemed less than. So I just want to celebrate with all of our women folk today. And I trust that you all are having a wonderful day celebrating all that we are as queens. I always say it, I always address whatever group I am, I address the women as queens because we are royalty. That's who we are. And I just think that we are such a beautiful gift to humanity. I mean, without us, as a mother of four, without us, there'll be no procreation or reproducing of humanity. So celebrate all that you are, all of your creativity, all of your talents, all of your gifts. If you were never told as a child or even in your adulthood that you are valuable, you are enough, you are worthy, you are needed, wanted, you are great, you are the best thing on the face of the earth, I'm telling you today, you are worthy, you are talented, you are resilient, you are productive, you can leave a legacy, you can change the course of history if you choose to. So, celebrating all of our women today. So I just want to do that. It's the 8th of March and the world recognizes that we are important. So happy International Women's Day again. The theme for this year is hashtag choose to challenge. And I guess on whatever platforms, in whatever sphere, equality for pay, gender-based violence, domestic violence against women, all of these things will be highlighted. But today, I just really want to challenge us as women with 3 things. So, of course, today is our Happy Monday, and we usually do our regular devotionals. So, of course, I want to add my own spin on a challenge for us. Of course, yes, pursue all the other things that may be highlighted today on different platforms by different individuals, but I really want to challenge us as individuals. So my first challenge, it has been my broken record for the entire year and since last year. I want to challenge us women to support another woman, and of course, you know, I have been listing a list of Black-owned businesses that are run by a woman. We have Tease Nail Hub, the owner of it is Torian Campbell. That is my nail tech. She's also my darling sister-in-law. Truly a gift to my brother and myself. I love her dearly. I don't even call her my sister-in-law, it's my sister-in-law. We have a really, really beautiful relationship, and I am thankful for her gift, and I encourage you to support her business. Again, it is Tease Nail Hub. You can find her on Instagram. There's Shal Snap. She is a wonderful individual, selfless. Like me, I think she's given away her business, but God will bless her. She is a gem. And again, the name of her business is Shal Snap. You can find her on Instagram and Facebook. So look for her, order from her. She does wonderful bread. She could cater for a small event that you're having. I had my retreat and she catered everything for the retreat. It was wonderful. Not just for me, but also the guests, they all said it. There is also Lydia's Luxury Bar. I have fallen in love with her soaps. I just had a client just now who bought a batch of her 3-pack deal, the three for $24. She bought the oat and honey, and I asked her, I said, so you use this soap? You like this soap? She's like, girl, that thing does last long. I said, yes, for sure. And she said, it's nice and you could feel the ingredients coming out. So it was a great review. I wish I had recorded it, but yeah, so buy the soaps. Everybody needs to bathe. I say it time and time again, everybody needs to bathe, so you need soap. And then there is Making Memories by Callus. Check her out, she does photography. There is also who else has normally be harassing you all about? So Shal Snaps, Tease Nail Hub, Memories by Callus, and of course Beauty with Grace Salon and Spa, and My Pot of Peace. Now My Pot of Peace had had a March Madness for the first week of March, which was last week, and deals. This morning plans went out again with all the deals that they had. So follow and subscribe to these different businesses. So that's my first challenge. Support a small business owned by another woman. So of course, like I said, it's our devotional, so I'll get a verse to prove that that is truly something that we can do for one another. So in Luke chapter 1 verses 39 to 46. Using my son phone here to find the verses quickly, so that I keep all you on a long video. From verses, so chapter 1 verses 39 to 45 and then verse 46. So it reads, now Mary arose and so this is a story about when the Holy Spirit impregnated Mary with the baby Jesus, and Elizabeth, who was barren for many years, and she also was blessed and became pregnant as well. So now Mary arose in those days and went into the hill country with haste to a city of Judah, and entered the house of Zacharias and greeted Elizabeth. And it happened when Elizabeth heard the greetings of Mary that the babe leaped in her womb, and Elizabeth was filled with the Holy Spirit, and she spoke out with a loud voice and said, blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb. But why is this granted to me, that the mother of my Lord should come to me? So you see, she was honored. She was honored that her younger cousin, Mary was her younger cousin, so she didn't think to herself, look, this young girl come and get pregnant same time with me, and how God bless her after I wait so long to have a child with the opportunity to bear the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. She didn't do that. She was delighted, elated, celebrating the fact that her cousin even came in the first place. For indeed, as soon as the voice of your greeting sounded in my ears, the babe leaped in my womb for joy. Blessed is she who believed, for there will be a fulfillment of those things which were told to her from the Lord. So when you read down now, go down to verse 56. This is where the support comes in. And Mary remained with her. Now Elizabeth was already 6 months pregnant. And Mary remained with her about 3 months and returned to her house. So you have a business, I have a business. I'm bringing it down to to our level now. I have a business. Let's say my sister-in-law T's Nails have a business. Many a times clients would ask me, but you don't do nails. I have a certificate in doing acrylics and things. I could do that if I want. But why? When I could tell my clients, no, I know somebody who's a nail tech who could do this for you, and she will come right here. You just book your appointment and you could come and get your nails done. That is exactly what Mary did. Mary said, I'm pregnant. Mary could have said, I need first 3 months, that's morning sickness, this, that, and the other. I just want to sleep. Instead, she went there and spent the rest of Elizabeth's pregnancy with her. So she stayed until, I can't say that she stayed until she delivered, but 6 and 3 is 9. So to me, that says she stayed for the rest of the pregnancy. So you stayed, and you know coming down to the end of the pregnancy, it has been miserable. You can't sleep, you can't bend down, you can't scrub your heel properly, you can't even put on nail polish on your toes. So who knows if that is what Mary stayed there for, just to put on polish on Elizabeth's toes, girl. And now it is, you can't really bend down right now. I will scrub your foot for you. Mary stayed there and supported Elizabeth until she birthed her baby. And sometimes I know, and if you know anything about business owners, your business is your baby, and you just mind that thing like a child. It doesn't matter of fact, it does take out of you like a child. Because it's taking your money, it's taking your time, it's taking your energy. It's the blood, sweat, and tears, as you people just say, is what it is put in to make sure that your business stays above water. So I just want to encourage us to be a Mary and support another business, support another female entrepreneur, encourage, stay with them, stay and mind it until it come and it born. So that's my encouragement. So that's my first challenge, and I know all you might be saying I'm beating this like a dead horse, but it is so important to me, and I just want to make it my first challenge. Second challenge, I challenge us as women to heal. Do whatever it takes to make sure that you see your soul, your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit is at peace and whole. I know, myself included, not everybody would have been born into this wonderful family where mother love father, brothers love sisters, and all is well, and it's just such this beautiful life. Not everybody was blessed with that. Those of you who are blessed with it, bless the Lord, say thank you, Jesus, every day. But for those of us who may not have grown up in loving families, or grown up with your both parents, and your mother and father married, brother and sisters together, and as a tight unit, and for those of us who may not have gone through that, those of us who would have had very difficult childhood, and sometimes it seems as if the difficulty rolling into your adulthood, I want to challenge you to do whatever it takes to heal. So the next story I'm going to read is about a woman who did what was necessary to make sure she got her healing. Now that is in Mark. Now you can read the story. Matthew, Mark, and Luke both wrote an account of this story in their own way. So Matthew, Mark, and Luke. So in Matthew is Matthew 9, 20 to 22. Mark is 5, 25 to 34. And Luke is chapter 8, 43 to 38. So I'm going to read Mark. Mark says, Mark 5, 25. Right. Now a certain woman had a flow of blood for 12 years. So 12 years she dealing with this issue, this affliction, and had suffered many things from many physicians. She had spent all that she had and was no better, but rather bruised. When she heard about Jesus, she came behind him in the crowd and touched his garment. For she said, if only I may touch his clothes, I shall be made well. Immediately the fountain of her blood was dried up, and she felt in her body that she was healed of the affliction. And Jesus, immediately knowing in himself that power had gone out of him, turned around in the crowd and said, who touched my clothes? But his disciples said to him, you see the multitude drowning you, and you say, who touched me? And he looked around to see who had done this thing. But the woman, fearing and trembling, knowing what had happened to her, came and fell down before him and told him the whole truth. And he said to her, daughter, your faith has made you well. Go in peace and be healed from your affliction. And I went and looked up the word affliction. And affliction is a cause of persistent pain or distress. Suffer or distress due to ill health, a state of pain or grief. Now, because I spoke to you all about trauma, as far as I'm concerned, I will put trauma in the category of affliction, because sometimes, like I was in church and one of the three, in fact, of the persons that spoke and encouraged the community spoke about having a circumcised heart and forgiveness and more or less letting go of things that cause deep pain. And like I said, remember we spoke about trauma. And they were saying, like, after it was finished and Bishop preached and all of that, I just thought to myself, this is after the service, I called my friend and I told her, I said, I really don't like your church, because I just find, like, you know, we have a joke, the two of us, the friend that I called, that different stages in your Christianity is like school. So sometimes in standard 2, sometimes based on what you're going through, it feels as if you're preparing for SEA. And the real difficult ones is your degree. You're working on getting that degree, and you are hard pressed because you want to graduate with first class honors. So the thing that you're going through at that point in time feels like university level work. And I told her, I said, I just feel like your church does make people feel like it's university. It's like, no, you're no longer in primary school. Forget secondary school and A levels. This is university levels. Get it together. Get it right. Or don't bother to stay here, because I'm telling you, it's feel like Jesus. What I was doing all the time. Christianity is hard. All I have to know is the truth. All I know. After church, I wept. I was sobbing. Sobbing, because you just start to think to yourself, but Lord, I just find some of this that you require, some of this feels very unfair. Because it's as if people are allowed to just walk. You know, when you come into a house and you just have real dirt on your shoes and you just want to get all the dirt on the mat because you're coming inside and you just, it's as if people get to do that, and you just get to, after they leave, dust yourself and carry on like normal, like that. What is that, God? That cannot be right. People can't just mishandle you, talk to you how they want, do what they want, don't apologize, and still, you're supposed to be good, Lord. You're supposed to be good to these people. Rather than you see you. I tell you, there's plenty times I have this conversation. You so, stay so. Stay so. Me hate you. I ain't carrying no business and thing with you, but I rather you stay so and I stay over here. God bless you. You're good. It's free to have that kind of conversations with people. Other people, them who worse, the ones that has come across like afflictions. I tell my friend, I said, it does make you feel to suit up, you know, and you watch Iron Man, he just used to press that thing and the whole Iron Man suit used to come on. By the time you see them coming, that's what you just feel to you. You just feel to press the button and suit up, because you're just bracing yourself for something that will come out of their mouth that will rub you the wrong way. And you would have gone through situations, circumstances, hurtful, painful, traumatic situations, afflictions. I'm telling you, I see it as affliction. And you just, like for years, you're just telling God, Lord, help me, help me, help me, help me with this one, help me with this one. Because I really can't with this one. And it just come across like a friction, but really and truly, God didn't care. Which is what I tell my friend, is almost as if he really care what them do you know. I just expect you to act a particular way when them act the fool. I am looking at you. And you are required to manifest, conjure it up if you need to, the characteristics of the fruit of the Spirit, and work that out daily. I don't care what they do, I don't care what they say. I need you. You are a Christian, you are a believer, you are a follower of Christ. This is what I require of you. And that was church. And I just felt like, but this is not easy. This is not easy. This is rough. So I'm saying all of that to say, if you find yourself in a position where, like I said, trauma and things that may have been said to you, that may have been done to you, said about you, would have caused you to feel so damaged and walked over for years, seek your healing. Seek your healing and do like that woman. In one of the accounts, I can't remember if it's Matthew or Luke, said that she went on, she turned around and she said, if I could touch the hem of his garment. Now, in a long time, them men wearing shirt and jeans and thing. And like if you watch the movies, you'll realize there's full coats. And when you read the Bible too, their garments was heavy, long cloak them used to wear. So that dragging on the ground in the dust. And she's saying, if I could only touch the hem of his garment, this is what she said to herself, I will be made whole. Like she did what was necessary. Like I was dealing with this for so long. I put so much into trying to be better. And it didn't work out. Lord Jesus, you're my only hope. And if going down on the ground, remember the crowd was thick, because when he said, who touched me, the disciples said, how you could ask that when everybody, the crowd around you, thick, somebody must touch you. So that means she had to go down on the ground with people. And if you know, back in the day, if you were seeing your period of bleeding, you had to excommunicate yourself from the masses. So that means she should not even be out there in the first place. So she break the people them law. So she did what I'm not saying to go and break no law. The Bible said to obey the laws of the land. That is not what I'm saying. I am just saying whatever was in place at that time, she was so desperate that I needed healing. So I am saying, if you know you have an affliction, and I'm dealing with emotional afflictions right now, mental, emotional, heart issues, soul issues, and you either say sick and tired about being sick and tired because you're fed up being broken, you're fed up not having, and be sick and tired of being in that state where when I see you, I still feel pain. The sound of your voice, the mention of that individual's name causes pain. And it's not that you're and I think people that's a whole other story. I'm not even going to get into that. Because people just want to tell you when you forgive, and if you forgive and if you're still operating, so that means you forgive. No, I put my hand in fire and I get burned 5 times and I feel not to let it get burned again. It's not about unforgiveness, it's just I'm tired getting water plug on my hand from burn. And like I say, anyway, that's a different story. But you have to come to the point where you are so desperate for your emotional healing that you are going to do whatever it takes to get to Jesus so that he could fix this. Because I'm telling you, if you know you do within yourself, because sometimes we try to tell ourselves, hey, no, I'm good, I'll be good, I'm good, man. Seek counseling. Find somebody to talk to, and like I said in the last video, I think, or the one before that, when I dealt with trauma, if you have a problem physically and you go by the doctor, you have to tell him where it is hurting, what is hurting, and at this point in time, find a counselor and tell the person, I have a heart issue that I've been dealing with. This woman was dealing with her issue for 12 years. It could be more than 12 years. It could be 13 years. It could be 20 years. And sometimes the ones that are most difficult is because the individuals are there. They don't go away because it's a in-law, is a brother, your mother, somebody that close that you can't get rid of, it's not cool, okay? You tell them about it before, I really don't need to deal with you after that. Or you just leave the job and you don't have them to deal with again. The ones that does really be the issue, that does cause the affliction, them don't leave. So you need to bring yourself to the point, get yourself to the point where even if the situations happens again, because sometimes they might just be so prone to it, or God might just be using them to develop you in a particular way, or to mature you in a certain area. He might allow it. Paul asked, Lord, please remove the thorn from my flesh. And he said, no, my grace is sufficient and my strength is made perfect when you are weak. So tell God, I understand and I realize this not going, then I need to be better. I need to be, it's like being in a storm and making sure your windows button up, because the storm coming and it's not like you can pick up your house and leave and go nowhere. So then you need to fix yourself and get your act together so that when the storm comes, you're able to brace yourself and take it. And then when the storm passes, you take down your windows and you take out all the ply and thing that you was using to button up your windows, and you open it because your house was able to withstand the storm. And we have to get to a place. I am challenging us as women, because we super emotional. That's just how we created. That is who we are. So you get hurt, you go hurt you deep. Fellas, then just bounce back quickly. Sometimes you just wonder, sometimes I just wish I have that trait of men to just bounce back. Some women have it, others, most of us don't. And so you just have to, my challenge is for us to get to the point where we are able to quickly bounce back, quickly catch ourselves, quickly get it together. So that's challenge number 2, heal. And heal from anything, any affliction, any trauma, anything that has been a hurt and an issue for years. Let us heal from it, and you ain't gonna forget. People tell you, hey, if you forgive, you have to forgive and forget. Really? That is, come on. Let me be real and let us do the thing right so people could get to their next stage in life properly. You tell people they forgive and forget, and because they can't forget, they thinking to themselves, oh God, well, Lord, help me to forgive. I can't forget this thing. How you forget? Check, ma'am. Challenge number 3. Don't be distracted. Now, I know for us women, we are queens of multitasking. So we get occupied and we go until we going on, because I had to do this, I had to do that, and we forget to make the main thing. I think it is a challenge for everybody, but I think more so for women, because we wear so many hats: your mother, your wife, your friend, your daughter, your everything to everybody sometimes, that we get so busy doing things that we forget to do the main thing, and that is maintaining your relationship with Christ and maintaining Christian maturity. Because some Christians, believers, you see them today, they're the same person. You see them 2 years from now, you hear them speak the same way, and there's no maturity. We don't spend enough time or focus enough to move from standard 2, as my friend and I just say, to SEA level, to A levels, and then to university status. We are constantly in that same place, and we get comfortable sometimes with the fact that I save, I haven't bought that kind of fire insurance we get, but we don't put effort into, Lord, what have you created me to do? Why am I here? When you put modern thing together and you knit my bones and tissues together in my mother's womb, what were your thoughts towards me? What was the plan? Because there is a plan. And so this story points to that, and it is in Luke chapter 10. I'm trying to hurry up now. Verse 38. a story about Mary and Martha. Now Jesus, the Son of God, came to their house. And one lady had the right idea and the other one was totally wrong as to what Jesus coming to your house really meant. Now it happened, so we're reading from 38 to 42. Now it happened as they went that he entered a certain village. So Jesus was going village to village. So they entered a certain village, and a certain woman named Martha welcomed him into her house. And she had a sister called Mary, who also sat at Jesus' feet and heard his word. But Martha was distracted with much serving. So guests come and she's studying. Normal women saying, oh Lord, I need to make some juice. I need to cut up, let me see if I have any cake. Let me make a sandwich. Let me see what I could give them to eat. Let me make sure the bathroom clean. You know, as women, people come, they hear somebody call, me and you, but the fact that you come into my house, that means me and you good, and you know I have 4 children. So if you come and the bathroom is dirty, people live here. Anywho, so yeah, let me stop there a minute. Stop killing out all yourself, please, ladies. Let me tell you something. If you see your people coming over, your in-laws or this and that thing, you want to clean the house and they want to clean, let them talk, please. Let them talk rather than you exerting yourself, tying out and burning out yourself because you want your house look a particular way just so you can look a particular way. People, I tell them, I'm going to say hall. I don't know if that if that might be acceptable by the masses, but please get your act together. People live there. Just make sure you ain't have your place as the pigs living there. But at the same time, if they come and the kitchen it have wares in the sink, what you gonna do? Kill out yourself because the drainer that you just put wares in dirty today? If you take out the cup from there and you find it in to wash the cup. Wash the cup and drink the water or drink the juice or whatever. If you find it, if that's your real peeps, however, not me now. I was there. I just really don't care right now. So Martha was busy doing what we women folk like to do. So Martha was distracted with much serving, and she approached him and said, Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me to serve alone? She leave me in the kitchen. Therefore tell her to come and help. And Jesus answered and said to her, Martha, Martha. Call a friend, that one who busy all the time all over the place. Say Melina. Sarah, Samantha, Charlene. Renee, Arlene. You are worried and troubled about many things, but one thing is needed, and Mary has chosen that good part, which will not be taken from us. So in other words, Jesus stood and tell her, I understand you're busy and all of that, but that's not the best thing that you could do with your time at this point in time. And Mary has found that good thing, and I am not going to tell her to get up from listening to you. You said Jesus come to your house, and you know I can understand that. I'm telling you the truth. I might be like Martha. I might be busy. What I came to eat is the Lord. It is Jesus. And Martha and Mary just saw the opportunity. You know what? This man might not come under my roof ever again. Let me grab a pen and a notebook and see what I could glean in his presence before he leaves and carry on to another village. This is not going to happen ever again. And so, my encouragement to us, my challenge to us is to not be so distracted. Lord help us to understand that, yes, it is important. We are here living in this world. We have to work so that we can get money, so that we can eat it, so that we can take care of our families. We have to take care of ourselves. But sometimes we are so busy with doing the unnecessaries that we forget to focus on what is truly necessary. So that's my challenge number 3. So challenge number 1, support another sister. No envy, no jealousy, no competition, no bad mind. Truly support another sister. 2, heal. Do whatever. Cry if you have to. I tell you now, after service, I cry now. I real cry. Because I started to think back to, wait now. So what you are saying is, you mean to tell me, and I tell you now, I real cry. Okay? After service, I real cry. Cannot cry. So, I tell you now, this is telling you all to make sure you get healed and make sure, get out, cry it out. Don't kick no temper tantrums with God, because I'm telling you, He will just watch you every day. And just cry it out and just make up your mind, Lord. There's this song that I listened to by Jonathan McReynolds, Limp, I think is the name of it. And in the song, he said you've experienced some of life's worth, and sometimes you encounter some people that you just tell yourself, is the worst? This is the worst. And he's talking about how he encountered some of life worth, and he just have to keep running, and even if it is with a limp, he will keep walking. I'll keep walking with my limp. And so I just want to encourage us that even if whatever you would have gone through may have been, like I said, so traumatic, so painful, so distressing, that leave you in a state of pain and grief, whatever that thing is, situation, circumstance, offense, whatever it was, if you have to drag yourself out of that state, position, and sometimes you just have to be honest with yourself. This hurt bad. This hurt real bad. And you just tell God, at the end of the day, I really want to hear well done. So if you require me to love this person that hurt me so much, then yeah. And if I had to will myself to tell myself every day or every time I see them, you're doing it normally now. You are going to do it and you're going to do it well. You're going to do it and you're going to do it well. That you're going to look past, and it's not that you could forget, because sometimes the words that some people use could be so piercing, like it is, sometimes people just get shoot and you hear them tell them because of where the bullet is, they can't remove it, so it feels as if that bullet just stay right there. And doctors can't remove it, because if they take it out, they go dead. So sometimes the pain is so devastating that you will just have to will yourself out of that position, and it is for your own benefit. Forget them. Do me a favor. I know this one now, but forget them, and try and focus on the fact that I want to hear well done. I really want to hear well done at the end of the day. I cannot be going through all of this, trying so hard to walk out this Christian walk, and then I get nothing. So let that be your focus. So don't be distracted. Number 3. Keep that in mind, that at the end of the day, I want to hear well done. I want to accomplish God's purpose and plan for my life. So I need to stay focused. I need to stay at the feet of Jesus. I need to stay in the Word of God, so that I can think on things that are lovely, good, have a good report. So that when the thoughts, a friend of mine told me, when the thought comes, just press eject one time, because the thoughts will come, something will happen, and they go remind you, yeah, I remember I was there, I know exactly. Eject. Don't line there. Try not to file and store things. Delete. Sometimes when your memory full on your phone, you have to go and delete some pictures. Delete. Just make room for the thoughts that are pure, lovely, and have a good report. So, I'm wrapping up quick. Have a good week, y'all. This is my challenge in the devotional one time. Again, happy International Women's Day. Stay focused. Don't be distracted. Let the main thing be the main thing. Heal. Be whole. You man, God told you, man, your faith has made you whole. Be whole. Do whatever it takes. If you have to go down low to the ground to get your healing, do whatever it takes to get your healing. Get counseling. And 3, support another sister. Genuinely. So have a great week, guys. Love you all. Buy yourself some ice cream today, queens. You know? Or if in your version of celebrating yourself as a smoothie, you do that. So have a great week. Enjoy your week. And remember the challenge. Support another sister. Do whatever it takes to get to healing. And do not be distracted. Love you all. Bye-bye.